Well, no sooner had I posted a video about the recent big addition of content to the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 versions of Terraria than Neviskio was busy posting on the official forums about yet another hotfix for Mobile Terraria 1.3. This is 1.3.0.7.6, builds 285 for Android and Amazon, and build 286 for iOS. And Neviskio had this to say. Hello everyone, we got a new hotfix ready to address some of the latest pressing issues. While we'll still be on the lookout for additional fixes, we're going to shift gear and start focusing more intensely on the next feature update, controller and customization. I hope you're excited as we are, and we can't wait to share additional information as we're ready. So, I had not expected another hotfix. It had seemed like the next patch would take some time, and it would be, as they indicate, the upcoming large patch focused on controller support and customization. But no, they apparently wanted to squash a few more bugs, and so here we are with the 0.6 patch. I'm just going to call it that because it's a lot quicker. Anyway, they listed, and I'll link to all of this, but they listed a new feature as being on the Android edition. The back button now will correctly navigate you back to the main menu screens and will now open settings when playing instead of just opening the inventory. Evidently on Android that was an issue. And then there's a long list, or a pretty long list, of some bugs that have been fixed. A lot of kind of minor things, but I'll include a link to this, as I said, in the video description if you want to take your time and review all of this. I'm just going to show it quickly on the screen here. Suffice it to say, they're taking care of a few issues that have cropped up, and so there ought to be a fewer problems with you playing this game moving forward. Now, there are some known issues, and the list of known issues is at least as long as the list of the bugs that they have fixed. So I guess they're just going to be kind of working on this in the background, trying to figure out how to go about solving or resolving some of these issues. It's a bit too much for me to recite. There was one in particular on the list that I did want to quote, though, because it seemed pretty important. Neviskio said, "We are aware that there are still a number of unresolved crashes and hangs or other similar issues. While we're working to resolve these as hard as we can, please ensure when reporting an issue you add as much relevant information as possible to help us resolve these issues. Generally, information that is helpful is the following: the version of the game you encountered the issue in, for example 1.3.076 build 285 for instance. Also the brand of device and operating system that you're using, for instance the Pixel 3a, Android 10 OS, that helps them. They also would like to see screenshots and videos of the issue as it is occurring, if you're able to do that, or at least for you to give a strong description on the exact steps you took to make the problem happen. They want you to attach, if possible, the PLR and WLD file data with your complaint, and anything that could help them reproduce the issue would be useful for them to resolve it. And they indicated without the above information, in most cases it becomes extremely complicated to resolve some issues. As such, please always add as much information that is relevant as possible for a speedy resolution." And I think this is just testament to simply how many different devices are out there in the mobile format. It's one thing to fix the PlayStation 4 version of the game, and that's obviously a different studio, that's Pipeworks, but it would be the same if DR Studios was working on the consoles, right? It's a lot harder to track down issues when everyone's on different operating systems with different hardware and all. You get the drift. So anyway, that stood out to me as an important reminder. I guess if you are coming across issues that are really making you want to pull your hair out, keep in mind that they're more likely to be able to help you and help everyone else for that matter if you're able to gather all that information. So they seem very proactive, but again, there's a lot you can do to help if you're kind of in the issue spotting business for DR. So there you go. Anyway, as I said, there were a lot of other known issues. Please click the link if you're curious about that. Some seem relatively minor, others seem a little more major, but you know, DR has done an exceptional job, I think, in cracking down on bugs, and I'm sure they'll get to the bottom of most or all of these before too long. Anyway, there was one last thing, a frequently asked questions section, and Neviskio did have a disclaimer. He wrote, "If you wish to check a more comprehensive list, please refer to previous frequently asked question entries in previous posts." But with that being said, he had the following: "I cannot get NPCs to move in my house." And he wrote, "We've received a number of reports of this. What we can recommend is to always use the housing query to confirm the status of a room." Now that's found inside the menu with a house icon. As all the reports we've seen were missing some element or had an issue. When in doubt, we also recommend to check with the wiki house. And he linked to that in the official post. That's a clickable link if you do open up that post. And finally, Neviskio wrote, "Keep in mind NPCs do take a bit of time to move in, or might have unique conditions that need to be met for them to move in and respawn in case of their untimely death." And anyone who's played this game knows that an NPC's untimely death is not an uncommon occurrence. Anyway, that's it for now. It's nice to know that they're working on hotfixes. I'll keep you guys posted on any further mobile developments, but it's nice to know they're working on this, isn't it? Anyway, that's it. Thanks everyone. See you next time.